Man, I don't even know where to start with this one, man. This is crazy. Everybody's covering it, so I want to cover it as well. So you guys probably know that G4 tried to resurrect itself, come back on the YouTube channel form. It didn't go well, and they ended up canceling the G4 channel because Frost came out and did this whole rant, the social justice rant, and it went downhill from there. I covered it a couple times on my channel, and now we have confirmation of what G4 was never here about games. They were never here to be about games, which was originally what G4 was, made for. G4 was for gamers to go there and talk about games, but they had to put their political agenda first and foremost. And yeah, they wanted to cancel Batman. So if you guys don't know what's going on, RGT85, which is part of the Spawncast, which is Spawn Waves channel. I've been following these cats for years now. RGT85, I feel like he's my brother in the video game world, right? Like how I have no fucks, I say whatever I want whenever I want, I have no filter. RGT85 is like that on his channel, but with gaming, and I really enjoy his content. I enjoy Spawn Wave. I watch the Spawncast every weekend. I have it on my Spotify, listen to it at work, just like all those guys. They're all really good. John, RGT85, Sean, Miss Click was on there. So RGT85 has an after show after the Spawncast, and then he does it on his own live channel, and he had Miss Click and John, which is Spawn Wave, on his channel, and they started talking about Kevin Conroy and Batman, and Miss Click said, hey, can we talk about G4, since G4 is dead, can I talk about it? And RGT85 was like, yeah, man, sure, whatever. And she talks about the interview process. Like she talks about how doomed it was because of the interview process that she went through, that G4 was going to be doomed because they didn't care about games. They only cared about putting their political and social beliefs before anything else. So I'm going to play the clip. Guys, and you guys can listen to it. This is, again, RGT85. Normally, I don't play clips on my channel. RGT85, he's a cool cat. He's not going to copy strike anybody. He's cool, man. So I'm going to play the clip because I want you guys to listen to this insane interview that these are corporate people, what they actually believe in. Like, this is crazy because I feel this is happening in movies too. I really do. The reason why certain movies aren't the way they are anymore is because of this social justice checklist. So anyway, I'm gonna play this. I want you guys to check it out. So here's Sean from RGT85. This is his after show, and he's got Miss Click live streaming with him. So let's hear what is actually said in this clip. All right, I'm gonna play it. Here we go.
I have a question because we're talking about all this Batman stuff. Do you think now that G4 is gone, I can talk about stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. What are they gonna do? Yeah.
Fuck G4.
So,
what do you mean?
Okay, so I thought a bunch of people were well, apparently there was a whole brigade of people hating on wanting to cancel Batman or whatever, and I didn't know about it. So
For what?
Okay, so people are always yo, G4 shut down because of this or that, and I'm like, bro, I was already sus with G4 shutting down from the interview process because they offered me a host position or whatever, and you got to relocate out to LA,
right?
If we go through the final selection, blah blah blah. So I go through the interview process, and the guy that was interviewing me, he goes, so why should we cancel Batman? And
what?
I was like, wait, what?
Why are we canceling Batman?
Yeah. Why do you believe we should cancel Batman? And I was like, why are we canceling Batman? He's like, because he's rich and he's white. And I was like, well, what do those two have to do with each other? Yeah, people believe that he just skates on the law, and that if someone of color did the same exact thing, they wouldn't get away with it like he does.
So that is just insane.
Really
first
no
of all,
idea
that is insane. We went to an ad, so I wanted to skip it. So that's absolutely insane. That is absolutely insane. So yeah, let's go back because the ad's over with.
Question that they asked you?
That's literally what G4 recruiting asked me, and whoever their manager was or whatever their interviewers were doing. So I think this is one of the reasons why they didn't proceed me to the next level, because I was like, well, I mean, to be honest, if I was getting like robbed or assaulted in Arkham or something, I wouldn't really care who's saving me. I don't care if he's rich and white. I just care enough that he's like actually like saving people. Because are you gonna do anything about it? And yeah, he didn't like that answer. But when people are like, "Yo,
cuck.
Frost killed G4," I was like, honestly,
God
G4's
damn
been
it,
dead since
Cecily.
the interview process. And then later on, another question they asked me was, "Okay, besides Batman, what other superhero would you cancel?"
You know, I know exactly who they wanted you to say. They wanted you to say Spider-Man because he works with the NYPD. Fucking Kotaku, every time a
was-
Spider-Man game comes out, I can't believe we're glamorizing this. It's like, shut the fuck up, you fucking fat white woman who's writing this article.
And this shit happens all the time in real life, man. There are people that would give a game or movie a lower score because it doesn't, go with their like Bayonetta, right? Bayonetta gets lower scores because we just feel like it's really just sexualizing women, and just like it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. There's a little more.
Well, the thing is, like, this was a dude asking me, so I was like, "What the heck?" So I literally, I was like, "I don't think I have an answer," and he's like, "Well, you have to give one or whatever. Like, you have to give one. Like, you can't just not." So I think I said something like Punisher or something, even though he's like one of my favorites. I was like, Punisher, and he's like, "Good answer," and I was like, "Okay, whatever." I was like, "I'm turning this job down."
What was
But
the best?
So that was Miss Click from the Spawncast. Miss Click does her own thing on her own channel and Twitch and all that stuff. Miss Click's really cool too. And she was giving her interview like that. That's the interview process that G4 did. So before Frost lost her damn mind and just went on this tirade rant on the live stream, G4 was doomed from the beginning because they weren't interested in talking about video game reviews or news. It was all their social politics and social justice before everything, right? I think it's okay. Me personally, I think it's okay for a movie to have a message in it, right? But I don't think it's okay for the message to come before the movie. Like Chris Stuckman, I mean, I'm sure you guys all know who Chris Stuckman is. He's a very well-known YouTuber, does movie reviews. He was writing scripts and sending them to Hollywood, and he would give feedback. And this is from Chris Stuckman's mouth himself, said that his scripts would get rejected because it doesn't have a message in it. Like, you need to add something to kind of give like a hook. And that's sort of where media, and whether it be comic books, movies, video games, everything is going into where you have to have like this social justice message in there, and it kind of drives me nuts. As much as I love Wakanda Forever, I love that movie, right? Even at the end of the movie, they had to add like a 3-second scene of the two women kissing because they had to knock off that checklist mark, right? And that's what I feel like. I feel like everything today is being made with a checklist in mind. It's like you have to add that, you have to add that, and we don't have the freedom to be storytellers anymore. And for G4, like, I was hoping G4 was going to be good, but it kind of went downhill after the Frost rant. Adam Sessler is kind of crazy on Twitter, wishing his family would die because they don't vote the same way he votes, and it's really crazy when you think about it. So I thought it was funny how there is actual business people, like whether it be in Hollywood or in the gaming world, or in this case, an outside company that is basically their journalists, feeling like you have to cancel Batman. And it makes sense now why we're getting movies like the video game Gotham Knights instead of a new Batman Arkham game, because people feel like Batman should be canceled because he's white and rich. And to me, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's crazy, but I want to know what you guys think. Be sure to leave those comments in the comment box below. Smash that like and subscribe button. Hope you guys have a great weekend and stay safe. Thank you so much for watching. Later, guys.